What if I told you that the most surprising electric car of 2025 is one that almost no one is talking about? Not a Tesla, not a Mustang Mach-E, not even a Hyundai Ioniq 5. I'm talking about the 2025 Toyota BZ4X, the EV people love to forget until they actually drive it. Because I did. And what I found shocked me. I went in with zero expectations. Honestly, Toyota's name in the EV game hasn't exactly sent shockwaves like their hybrids did years ago. Prius was iconic. The BZ4X? It sounded more like a printer model than a car. But the second I stepped into this thing, it wasn't the badge I was thinking about. It was the ride, the comfort, the feeling of something completely misunderstood. Let's break it down. Pro number 1. The drive is smoother than it has any right to be. This car glides, and I'm not just throwing adjectives for the sake of it. You hit that accelerator, and there's this calm pull, no drama, no noise, just motion. It doesn't try to be sporty, but it feels composed in a way that's oddly satisfying. Around the city, it floats. Highway cruising, solid and planted. Corners, surprisingly confident. Not track-level stuff, but way more refined than I expected. Pro number 2. The lease deals are almost illegal. I'm not joking. $275 a month lease deals for a brand new electric SUV in 2025 is insane. That's used Corolla territory. If you're not ready to commit to EVs long term but want to dip your toes in, this is the safest, most financially chill option you can make right now. Toyota knows this isn't a performance monster or range king. They've priced it with clarity. And for many people, that's more valuable than an extra 0.2 seconds of acceleration. PRO number 3. Comfort that doesn't fake it. Okay, let's talk interior. It's not wrapped in Napa leather or glowing RGB lights. It doesn't have massaging seats or diamond-quilted stitching, but it has something way more important: real comfort. The seats are supportive, spacious, and simple in the best way. Legroom is generous, visibility is excellent, and that panoramic roof makes the cabin feel twice as big. It's not luxury, but it is cozy, airy, and ergonomic. In other words, it just works. PRO number 4. The tech is underrated. Yes, really? Here's what surprised me. The infotainment system is actually good, fast, logical, easy to use. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, responsive touch input, and a decent voice control system. The layout is clean. Number 17 button overkill, no gimmicky software skins. It doesn't try to be a spaceship. It just connects and performs. And you know what? In a world of glitchy EV screens and over-designed tech, this is relief. PRO number 5. Real-life practicality built into the design. You open that rear hatch, and boom, cargo space for days. Groceries, strollers, gym bags, camera gear, you name it. The rear seats fold flat like a dream. There's decent underfloor storage too. Toyota knows how families live, how daily drivers function, and they've packed that experience into the bones of this car. No gimmicks, no fluff, just real-world usability. Pro number 6. It's the EV for people who don't like EVs. This one's subtle, but it might be the most important. The BZ4X doesn't scream tech or eco-warrior. It doesn't pressure you to fall in love with electrification. It just says, hey, I'm an EV. I drive well. I'll save you gas money. I'll make your life easier. No drama. And for a lot of folks, that's exactly what they want. No need for fanboying, no overcomplicated charging rituals. Just get in, drive, done. But hold on, it's not all roses. Because while I had a lot of good things to say, there's one huge problem I haven't told you yet. And no, It's not just the name. The range numbers? Yeah, let's just say, reality hits different when you push this car even slightly hard. There are 5 brutal truths about the BZ4X that I can't ignore. And if you're thinking of buying or leasing one, you need to know them before you decide. So, should you trust this forgotten EV in 2025? Or is Toyota quietly sending us a warning? Stick around for Chapter 2, where I reveal the real downsides that most reviews won't tell you, and my brutally honest final verdict. Because every love story has a dark side. And this one? It's personal. So after all that smooth sailing and surprising comfort we talked about in Chapter 1, is the 2025 Toyota BZ4X really the EV you should bring home? Well, not so fast, because now we talk about the real stuff. The things the brochures won't tell you, the kind of annoyances that sneak up after the honeymoon phase ends. Let's dive into the 5 honest cons that might just change how you look at this car. Con number 1, the range doesn't keep its promise. Toyota claims you'll get 222 to 252 miles depending on the trim. But real-world tests? Not even close. On highways, in cold weather, or with even slightly aggressive driving, you're staring down the barrel of a 180 to 190 mile range. That's not just inconvenient, that's anxiety on 4 wheels. Long trips suddenly need planning like a military operation. Public charging becomes part of your daily calendar. And for an EV, that's a big red flag in 2025. Con number 2. Charging speed is sluggish. Here's the thing. 150 kilowatt fast charging is standard now in most rivals. But the BZ4X? It tops out at just 100 kilowatts, and that's only on certain trims. Translation: if you're in a rush, this car won't respect your time. You'll watch people in Ioniq 5s and Teslas come and go at charging stations while you're still sipping electricity. Not a good look. Con number 3. The cabin has some head scratchers. Yeah, the interior is spacious, the seating's nice. But you know what's missing? No glove box, no physical volume knob. A weird digital gauge cluster that's blocked by the steering wheel for some people. It feels like Toyota tried to go futuristic, but forgot basic practicality. These aren't deal breakers, but they're the kind of things that make you go, did they test this thing with real people? Con number 4. Road noise is very real. On smooth roads, it's peaceful. But get this car on coarse pavement or open highways, and you'll start to hear it. Wind noise, tire hum, road rumble. It's not unbearable, but for a car in this price range, you expect better sound insulation, and once you notice it, you can't unhear it. Con number 5. It's not exciting. And that matters. Let's be honest, the BZ4X is not a fun car. It doesn't thrill you. It doesn't surprise you. It's competent, it's decent, but it doesn't stir your soul. And in a world where EVs are starting to feel like tech toys, that kind of emotional connection matters. When you drive a Tesla or a Mach-E, you feel something. With the BZ4X, it's fine. And fine doesn't win hearts. So, should you buy it? Here's where things get real. If you want the most exciting EV in this price range, this isn't it. If you want longest range, fastest charging, or best tech, nope, look elsewhere. But if you want a reliable, practical, easy-to-use EV that's backed by Toyota's legendary reputation, and if you can score 1 on a $275 a month lease or under, then guess what? The BZ4X becomes a very smart move. Because not everyone wants fireworks. Some people just want peace of mind. A car that gets the job done without fuss. One that doesn't need to be the loudest in the room, just the most dependable. And that's the Toyota BZ4X in a nutshell. Final verdict: the EV underdog nobody expected. In a world obsessed with speed, software updates, and smart frunks, the BZ4X dares to be boring. But sometimes, boring is exactly what we need. So don't sleep on it. Because when the dust settles and hype fades away, dependability is still king.